what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Hey everyone, welcome into The Arena, multi-platform gaming news podcast. This is episode 99. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burlyman Gaming. Our other co-host, Turn-Based Carl, he is off this week. He has family duties. He will be back with us next week for episode 100. So Burley, how you doing, man?
Actually, I'm doing good, but he's actually meeting with Microsoft and Square. He's being the negotiator, trying to get Tactics Ogre, few other games onto Xbox. So good luck to
onto
him.
Expat's platform. Yeah, that would be nice too. Yeah. Get some free launch codes and things like that. That would be awesome.
Hey, Game Pass codes or a few fridges. I'm game for that.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. How are you, man?
Surviving the heat, just staying in here and doing the content creation stuff, playing a few games here and there. Just got the air conditioning going behind me here. My daughter, she's getting ready for her Canada trip, so she's getting all her paperwork done. She's going to be leaving in a few weeks, so yeah.
Oh, nice.
So getting all that stuff prepared, and I'm a little happy. My cat Thomas, he turns 5 tomorrow, so tomorrow's Thomas's birthday. So
oh, nice.
I'll spend some extra time with my little kitty, yeah, and maybe play some Stray again. So yeah, and I heard you got something in the mail recently. What did you get?
Yes, I got the sticker.
Yay! Yes, the official The Arena multi-platform gaming news podcast sticker. Yes, for patrons. Yes, so if you join
you got the
Patreon,
little Patreon logo there.
Yep. So if you are a patron at the tier 2 or up level, then of course, you get a sticker after a few months of being a patron. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Yeah, good stuff.
All right, we got where I'm gonna plaster this.
Yeah, don't put it on your forehead, Burley. That's you probably don't want to do that. So
I wasn't gonna do there.
All right, so we got a great show for you tonight. So we're going to be talking about Hogwarts Legacy. Some news came out on that game. We're going to be talking about Netflix and their subscribers and what percentage of those subscribers are actually playing games on the platform. We're going to talk about that. Splatoon 3, Nintendo had another direct specifically dedicated to Splatoon 3. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff pertaining to that. Also, the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium games for August have come out. So we're going to be talking about those. And in our topic of the show, we're also going to be talking about Microsoft and their claims about Sony holding back games from coming out on Game Pass. Talking about that, as well as our picks of the week for the week of August 15th through the 21st. But before we get into the stories and what games we've been playing this past week, here's a brief word about where you can find the podcast.
Before the crew discuss what they have been playing, this episode of The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, and the post-show, when recorded, in audio and video formats, will be going to Patreon in early access for one day after being recorded. So if you would like to support the show and become a patron at the entry tier 1 level at $1 per month, and get early access to every episode and post-show in audio and video formats, as well as watch or listen ad-free, please visit patreon.com/thearena_podcast for further details. Weekly on Sundays, the podcast will be uploaded to all free podcast services. Weekly on Wednesdays for the post shows when recorded. Where you can find us on any podcast app for iOS or Android, Spotify, Amazon Music, and in video format on our YouTube channel, The Arena Productions. For the audio version, just download your favorite podcast app or open Spotify and search for The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast. Subscribe, follow us, post a review, and leave us questions, comments, and feedback if you like. if that feature is available there, and spread the word about the podcast. We also have a Discord called the Arena Podcast, where you can join and chat with the Arena Podcast community, and the podcast website is at thearenapodcast.podbean.com, where you can follow us and leave questions and comments as well. For all information regarding the podcast and our entertainment and pop culture related content, along with our blog and forums, visit the official website of the Arena Productions at thearenaproductions.com. Finally, you can also follow us on Twitter at the Arena AMPGNP, as well as on Instagram at the Arena_podcast. Now, back to the show.
Okay, Burley, before I start, I just want to let everybody know that might be new to the channel here on YouTube, the Arena Productions. Hit that like and subscribe and the notification bell for notifications on future content that we are going to be dropping here on the channel. And we thank you so much for all of you viewers and for all of your support. Thank you so much. And we just recently passed 30,000 views on the channel. So we're growing and we're continuing to grow thanks to all of your help and your support. So thank you so much. All right, Burley. So let me go ahead and get started. I've been playing The Ascent again. I just can't get away from that game. I've been playing The Ascent, and I actually downloaded Fall Guys for Xbox. I want to play some Fall Guys. I think you talking about it so much. I'm like, man, I got to get back into that again just to have some fun. Maybe you and I can do some team ups and stuff on Fall Guys, like you play it. So, but back into The Ascent. And one of the reasons for that is a reason that I will be talking about later on in the show. So, The Ascent is the game that I've been playing mostly this past week. How about you, Burley? What have you been playing, man?
I finished up Stray, and by that I mean I got the rest of the trophies on there, and that speed run's not too bad. But anyone that's if you're gonna go for 100% and get all the trophies, achievements for the 2-hour speed run of the game, I did it in about an hour and 40 minutes.
Nice.
What I would find best helpful for some of the longer chapters, I would just quickly go through some videos just to get some notes of like, okay, remember the passcode for this safe that you need to get to is 7468 or whatever it is. That way you're not spending a minute or two in the chapter finding where it is and then going back to it. Make little notes like that, and then I would just go and do it after I'd watch it. And then I would take a break after every chapter, just get out, go back to the main menu. Stop for a bit.
That was my problem when I played it. It's like I'm going around trying to find the code for the door, and it's just not working. So I had to go online and try to find it.
I found that in the game. It took me a bit. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just like when I was doing the speed run, I'm like, okay, I need to do this. Like I need to just sit. Like if I'm gonna do this like dedicated time, turning off putting my phone on silent and just okay, this is what this says. All right, now just do that. So also I've been playing Fall Guys. Yeah. No surprise. That game is it's addicting. Yeah. Especially when dailies. I did I finished the season. I got all the unlocks for the season, so I'm very happy on that.
Nice.
So now there's like the Sonic event going on there. I got all the free stuff that you can get. So from the unlocks for the challenges, because there's a couple days. It just sucks though, because there's some skins I want to buy, but you actually have to spend, like, I don't have of the one money that you get through the season. I don't have enough to do it. So it's like, I'm now at that point of, do I actually spend real money? Is this worth the real money? So I'm having that debate for myself right now.
Right. Are you going to play the new Kirby game when it launches? It's coming out soon.
Yes.
It's kind of similar to Fall Guys in a way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try it. Whether or not it overtakes Fall Guys, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. All right, so it's time to delve into the weekly news beat. So first story, of course, Hogwarts Legacy. You kind of felt this was coming, Burley? I mean, it's like Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
It was going to come in the holiday season, and they probably figured, oh my goodness, God of War is going to be coming out when we want to bring this out. God of War Ragnarok, I'm referring to. And so they're probably like, oh, okay, let's push it to 2023. So Hogwarts Legacy is being pushed to February 10th, which is interesting. So I guess maybe there's not so much coming out so far in February that we know of at the moment. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, Burley? I mean, this is just, I understand that, these companies, they have deadlines and they want to get things out and they want to reveal games and they want to show them off and give a release window and everything. But it's getting to the point, like almost 80 or 90% of the time now, that they're going to miss their particular window and it's going to be pushed off. So, I mean, it's just, this is just another example. This is just a pet peeve of mine, but just don't give a release window if you know that you're going to have to change it later on. That's just me, I guess. But anyway, how do you feel about this coming out in February now?
Yeah, no, February I think is perfect for this because as much as they would sell 20 million copies at holiday just because it's an easy thing. You want this game to come out well right now. Like, you can't have this game come out half-baked because here's the thing. This thing comes out in November, December. Or let's say they're going to be even more insane and going crazy October. Yeah. If you don't have this game coming out right, this is one of these games where everyone's going to be talking and saying, Hogwarts Legacy, it's going to be worth it in 6 months to a year when they finally get it patched, get it right, get it the way we were sold on the game. Right?
Yeah.
So they are wanting to make sure they get this out right. Take all the time you need. If you think he can get it done by February, great. I'm all for that. They say on the little release Switch they have no idea. So if you're holding out for the Switch port, you might be holding out longer than everyone else. But if you're a Switch only player, you're kind of used to that for a lot of the ports.
Do you think it'll come out on the Switch in 2023?
Oh, it'll come out on the Switch in 2023, but it may be like February for all the other consoles. It might be late, like August kind of thing.
Like the late summer. Yeah.
Late summer. The real question is, will it be a download? One you can actually download, or is it a streaming game on the Switch?
Yeah, and I wonder what the visuals are going to look like on the Switch version. I mean, our other co-host, Turn-Based Carl, he's always talking about, a lot of the games, like we were talking about Pokemon last week, and just the visuals when you're playing it on a big screen TV just doesn't look so good. I wonder how it will be with Hogwarts Legacy on the Switch if you're playing it on the big screen, as compared to, as we just showed the video of for all of you video viewers of the episode here. We were showing the PlayStation for the PS5 enhanced visual, trailer that they had there. But I don't know. What do you think, Burley? I think maybe it'll be a watered down version, kind of.
Oh, it's going to be a watered down version on Switch. But if you know that if you're looking for the big AAA games like that, you're playing it on the Switch, you're sacrificing graphics and quality, graphical quality, I should say, for the portability factor.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. You know that, I know that. I've bought a few games on the Switch just to have them for the portability. But I know I'm sacrificing it'll run better, look better on the PlayStation, Xbox, or my PC.
Yeah.
But this is a game I am looking forward to. I'm hoping February they're confident in this date. I'm really hoping they're confident. This is a trend like we were talking about earlier. We talked earlier on past episodes. This is just the trend of they announce stuff way too freaking early, show stuff off too early, get the dates, and then they're like, well, we couldn't do it. Like I know you got COVID in the world. You can use all those excuses, and they're valid excuses. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you can't just keep giving out dates, keep changing them all the time, and be like, well, no big deal. No, you guys can't give any good honest timelines. Maybe you shouldn't be giving anything until the game is like 90% done.
Right.
Or 95% done.
Yeah. But I think another reason, and I alluded to it earlier, is the fact that these other big titles are coming out and they're just they're flinching. I mean, they probably were thinking, okay, we're going to put this out in November. Well, God of War Ragnarok is most likely coming in November, right? It is coming in November.
Well, yeah, it's November 9th.
November 9th. So, yeah, they're probably like, we don't want to compete against that game. So we'll throw it a few months later. But my question, Burley, is when is Forspoken coming out now? It was pushed back to 2023 as well. When is that game coming out? And of course, there was some news out of the last, I think, trailer that came out for Forspoken, and it was getting a lot of memes, and they were just destroying that trailer. But when is Forspoken coming again? I'm thinking
January 24th.
January 24th. Okay, so it's like a couple of weeks after. So they must feel confident that they can put it close to Forspoken rather than putting it close to God of War Ragnarok, I think.
Oh yeah, it is better. It's in a better position that it's less. It's got less competition, a lot less competition. Like God of War is going to be huge, but there's still other games in that time around God of War. Like you can't. I know it's mostly to a lot of people just a kiddie series, but Pokemon will be huge.
Yeah,
that's like
another one. Yeah,
Harry Potter is huge itself. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna buy the damn game in, but like it is a huge, like the end of this year. Yeah. There is merit to what you're saying that it's like, we don't want to go into this holiday because it's just going to be a lot harder than if we go in February.
Right. And the obvious excuse would be, we're just it's the development cycle. It's just not yet ready. So
I think it's a combination of both.
It's a combination.
They need the time on this because they know you get this wrong. Yeah. Like you get this wrong. This does not come out well. You guys are going to get killed.
Yeah.
On this. Yeah. And so they want to take as much time. Well, like there's still people killing them, even though they have said, we have nothing to do with what the author of the books has said and her comments and all that. And we distance ourselves from all that. There's still people that are getting killed. Like the game is getting killed a little bit on that because there are people that are like, well, because they're doing stuff in that world created by the author. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to buy the game.
Yeah, we shall see. But what would be another dent in this? Just imagine. Okay, we don't know, but just imagine if Starfield comes out in February. Ooh, then
God. But Starfield ain't coming then.
No. But just I mean, I think they feel confident that February will be an open enough month that they can release it then. But anyway, we shall see. But like you said, Broly, hopefully the game is ready and it's 100% done. And obviously there will be bugs. All games do these days. But at least we hope that the game is really good, and we're excited to play it.
Hopefully, it's not a Cyberpunk.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, next up, Netflix subscribers. They love their movies. Amazon Prime subscribers, they love their movies. Disney Plus subscribers, they love their TV shows and their movies, and and everything.
Simpsons.
But when it comes, yeah, right, yeah. But when it comes to Netflix, it seems like a lot of Netflix gaming. Obviously, Amazon has their gaming, as well. But Netflix, Yeah, they have their gaming, and it seems like their subscribers are just not into it yet. So our next story up in the weekly news beat is 99% of Netflix subscribers haven't tried its games yet. Ouch. So anyway, for all of you video viewers, the link to the Verge article is below there. So yeah, let me read a little bit of this for you because I kind of wanted to get into it a little bit. So there's according to data obtained by CNBC from app tracking group Apptopia, Netflix games average 1.7 million users per day. Okay, so that's the gaming part.
Wow,
So
that's
there's
a
over
lot higher than I expected.
But there's 221 million subscribers globally to the Netflix service. It's only 1.7% or 1.7 million users per day are actually playing games on it. So Apptopia found that Netflix's games have been downloaded a total of 23.3 million times since Netflix announced a push into mobile gaming in November 2021. And then it goes on to talk about the subscribers on Netflix. Obviously, there was news the past couple of weeks about the global subscriptions. They've lost like 1.3 million subscribers globally. And that's like the first time in over a decade that that's happened. But hopefully, what they're hoping is that their gaming aspect of all of this will help to stabilize the amount of subscribers that they have and maybe build on that. But I don't know. What do you think, Burley? It's interesting that it looks like these subscription services for TV and movies just aren't working yet when it comes to, getting the gamers to actually to play the games. And they also were talking about investing more in studios. They bought a few more indie studios, and they're hoping to get at least 50 titles out by the end of this year. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, there are two things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of subscribers don't know they have the games.
Uh-huh.
B, nobody cares about their games because from what I've heard, because I'm not a Netflix subscriber.
Okay.
Because they kept jacking the rates, and Netflix does one of the things that I've always hated of, you can't pay up front for the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I love with Disney, love with any service. I want to pay, if I can pay up for the year, do one payment for the year and I'm good, I'll do that. You let me continue to do that, you usually got my money. So Netflix lost me on that, as well as they kept upping the price, and then the content that I wanted to see was like going away, and their originals really started out well, and then a less and less of the originals I care about.
Yeah.
So, but also a lot of their games, just the quality is not good from what I've heard. It's just simple little like mobile flash games.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I really want to play that, there's a million of them on my phone or on the or on the internet that I can go find.
Right. Well, one of the
spend $19 a month on Netflix.
Well, one of their strategies now is to try to make games based on some of their TV programs and their original movies. I think the Queen's Gambit, I think it is one of the shows that it's called. They're trying to make a game off of that. And what they really should do is, of course, that show called Arcane. If they were to be able to get League of Legends in some capacity onto Netflix, onto the gaming service that they're providing, that would be something. But that won't. That won't.
League's already free, and you have your own launcher.
Right.
That's the thing. So it's like. And it's like, what if League, if Riot, because I'm pretty sure Riot owns League, isn't it? Yeah. If Riot wants another League style game, like mobile thing, they're not going to go work with Netflix. They will just make it themselves and do it now. So that's the thing. Netflix, I understand they went into gaming because gaming is a big market. The problem is you could buy all the studios you want. 99% of your customer base aren't going to play your games. And you could try and stretch the games as are the value for what you're paying. If I really want to play games for what they're going to charge me a month on Netflix, I will go get Game Pass. And then I can play on multiple devices.
Right.
This and that, and have a way better selection, better quality games.
Yeah.
Like I know they did that one little like Stranger Things,
yeah,
game, and then they had what was that? What was that big one? They had one for was it Bandersnatch? They had that one.
Yeah, that was for Black Mirror. That was an episode of Black Mirror that they had.
Yeah,
and then there's also Castlevania too. I mean, the Castlevania series is on Netflix, so.
That's actually one of their originals when I was paying for the service. That was that's an original I like.
Yeah,
but I don't think they're gonna go to Konami and be like, "Can we make a Castlevania game?"
Oh yeah, but we shall see. I mean, it's the user base per day has been ticking up a bit, but we shall see in the future.
What are your thoughts? Like.
I think it'll gradually grow, but I think it's going to be a very slow process from what the data shows here. Yeah. People just, when they're watching Netflix or if they're watching Amazon Prime or if they're watching Disney Plus or something, they're not going to be into the game so much. They want to watch the TV and the movie content. That's what it's there for. So, I mean, you have it's still, they're trying to break into this market. So we shall see, but I think it's going to be a slow, gradual increase over time. Well, I mean, let's wait till next year or even maybe 2024 and see what the numbers are. So
they're losing subscribers. That's the thing, like because they're all doing the thing of now they're testing out in some states and some markets of hey, if you're sharing your account, we're now doing fees. It's like
but I think the subscription loss, I think, is more because of the price hikes.
Oh, it's
more than it is the games, So.
Oh yeah, no, it's not the games. I'm just saying, like you're losing subscribers. You're putting money into the games thing when it's barely hitting 1% of your total amount of users. Right. I wouldn't be putting the money into games if I was Netflix. I'd be putting the money in other areas, like content and all that.
Yeah, and also we got the news this week that Disney Plus and Hulu, though, their subscription prices are going to be going up as well. So let's see if they continue to have the success that they've had recently. They have, of course, overtaken Netflix when it comes to global subscribers. So we shall see. But anyway. Okay, Burley, it's time to talk Nintendo. So we had another Direct this last week, and it was all about Splatoon 3, the big one that's for Nintendo this fall season. Everything new in Splatoon 3 from the Nintendo Direct. So, of course, for all of you video viewers, the link is below for you. And about the Netflix story, if you have any, comments about, do you think that gaming on these TV and movie streaming services are going to work and will succeed in the future? Leave us some comments. What do you think about that? So let us know. All right, so let's talk about Splatoon, Burley. Lots of stuff. They talked about new weapons. They talked about stages. Lots of new stages. They talked about customization. We got to see the city. That they're going to be roaming around in. Table Turf Battle, which is like a collectible type of card game that you can play. And then they talked about a lot of free and large scale DLC that's going to be coming like in kind of like 3-month cycles for the next 2 years, it seems. So what are your thoughts on this? I liked some of the new weapons that they showed. That bow-like tri-stinger was pretty cool. The Splatana wiper was pretty cool as well. So anyway, what are your thoughts, man?
I think it was a good Direct and good for if you are already a Splatoon fan, I think this was just really great for you. You got a lot of stuff you've been wanting to see, like they're adding a photo mode and stuff to the game.
Yeah,
they're adding stuff in. It is nice to see. I think it said for 2 years you're getting content updates.
Yeah,
which is nice. So if you spend because Nintendo games, you're paying full price anyways
until Splatoon 4 comes out.
Yeah, you're getting extra content,
right?
Which is good. That is something I do like to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do I word this best?
Uh-huh.
Is this going to be enough though for people that are on the fence though?
Mm-hmm.
That my thing is, like, I am not a Splatoon guy. I played the first game at a kiosk at a frozen yogurt shop. I thought it was good, but my thing, because it is a multiplayer focused game. The first game had a little story, not much, but it had something. The second game, I don't think it had a story, but I remember that Nintendo had the global test Splat Fest, but they were on weekdays, and they were like, hours are 12 from 3. It's like, okay, so a 3-hour window for someone that's working Monday through Friday is great. Can't ever play the damn thing.
Yeah.
So it turned me off. This, like, gameplay and graphically, it looks well. It's running well, which is nice to see.
Yeah. I really like that Tacticooler, that they had. So it's like, you can get like a beverage out of there. It's like a stat boosting beverage, and then you can, there's like 4 of them in one cooler, so that you can use one for each of your, your team members. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. So
the little mech that we just saw in the little video footage there, that is cool.
Yeah.
Like this is just wackiness. This is a cool little shooter, wackiness and all that, and all the different editions. Like, one thing I don't like is that they're really still, just because this is Nintendo, they're making a secondary app, a Splatoon app, and it's like, meet and add your friends in that way and stuff.
But Burley, that's going to be huge out here in Japan, because everybody with their cell phone is going to have that. Yeah, all the kids.
I know that's going to be huge, but like, so many games on like the PlayStation and every other console do all this. Like, Nintendo, come on, like, this it has to be said.
Yeah, and like with all the customization, I mean, like in the Direct, they were showing how you can customize your own locker. Oh, yeah. It's like with the colors and everything, and putting your weapons into the locker and everything. So, yeah, they're really going all out with customization in this version, I think. So.
Something that I will give them credit that I really liked is the safety data. Because it's multiplayer, it's not on your console; it's all up on the cloud. Right. So that way, if I go down to my one buddy, I can log in with my Nintendo account on his Switch, and pull up all my multiplayer data with all my stuff that I have unlocked. It's not, I need to bring my Switch or download my cloud save onto the console and do all this and that. No. It's all on the multiplayer servers, so it's just log into my account and I'm all good to go.
Yeah, what did you think of the Salmon Run? I mean, with all the new characters and stuff like that, that looks pretty fun too.
That looks like fun and just pure. That's going to be a lot of chaos and just
grabbing all those salmon eggs and stuff, and having like the little golden salmon eggs to help with damaging the bigger bosses. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Good
this is definitely going to be a big game in September.
Yeah,
I like. It still surprises me that they're not able to get this out for summer, because like, if they could have got this out early August, early to mid August, this game's going to be huge. No matter what, it will be huge in every market.
Yeah,
the North American and Japanese market.
Yeah, but before the release, they're doing the Splatfest, of course. So yeah, Splatoon 3 Splatfest. It'll pit Team Rock, Team Paper, and Team Scissors against each other on August 27th. So yeah, so before the launch of the game. So yeah, so, a lot of stuff they showed, man. So yeah, I mean, you could this could be another game where you just get completely addicted to. I mean, especially if you're you're playing and on the Nintendo ecosystem, so yeah, one was with my kids, they loved playing Splatoon 1, and then of course Splatoon 2 was also big out here in Japan, and Splatoon 3 will be just as big or even bigger, I think so. Especially with all the stages that they're adding to it now. So
Oh yeah,
and yeah. So
it's a game I definitely going to keep my eye on, because I know a few of my streamer and buddies I've met online that are really interested and really all in for this. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it. I like what they've added to the game and all the stuff they've added and all that, but it's just it's for me, it's just a little weird spot of I want to drop $90 on a multiplayer focused game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then that's the only hesitant part for me.
Yeah. Well, if you do, because I'll probably be getting it. So yeah, because I'm sure a lot of my fans out here in Japan, so yoroshiku ne. So I'm sure they'll be wanting to play with expat, play some Splatoon. So maybe I will play with them. So if you get it, Burley, yeah, maybe we can team up or something. So
you gonna buy any of the amiibo they showed off? Because they showed off.
Oh man, yeah, the amiibos. Those are coming out here, probably in North America as well for holiday. So around Christmas time. So yeah.
Nintendo hasn't given up on those.
Oh no. Yeah, I might.
Yeah.
I might have to hold back. I don't know. We'll see.
There's a few amiibos that waiting for them to finish for the Smash that I want to pick up the Sephiroth one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right. So I hope all of you are looking forward to Splatoon 3, and of course leave us some comments on how you feel about Splatoon 3. Or are you going to be picking it up day one? Let us know in the comments below. So when you watch this video. All right. So next up, Burley, our PlayStation Plus extra and premium games for August were revealed. So what do we have coming to us for extra and premium?
Alrighty. So what we've got coming for August, you got Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, Dead by Daylight, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Which is interesting because that's also on Game Pass on the Xbox side. So
a few of these games here, the first couple of Yakuza ones, they took them off and then brought them back. Bug Stacks. So that was one of the big PS5 launch. It was a cross between PS4 and PS5.
Right.
PS5 launch. Metro Exodus.
That's a surprise. I'm happy that that's coming to it. That's probably the one I would play the most because I played the Yakuza games already. But I played Metro Exodus. It's been a while, but I'd probably want to play it again. Anyway,
Trials of Mana that came out not that long ago, so that's kind of nice to see something recent. The Uno, so that's nice to see. I believe that was Ubisoft did that as well. One of their smaller studios in there. Did Uno. They also Monopoly Madness and Monopoly Plus. Nice. So hey, I still, me and my mom will play Monopoly every once in a while, so it'd be nice to play it digitally where I don't have to hold all that money and all the hotel cards and all that for the properties, the property cards and all that. So
right.
Not a bad month. Just nothing of like, oh my god, there's something here. I need to have it's like, like Bugstacks, I played originally, and it was buggy when I first tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go back and try it because I've heard from a lot of people it after they did some patches.
Yeah,
it was better. But I know some people had no bugs or glitches. So
with Dead by Daylight, I wonder if this is just like the base game and they don't have any of the special like characters like Sadako or like Jason or like Freddy Krueger. I'm sure it's probably
those I can't remember if you can unlock them or you actually have to buy them, because I've never played Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I would suppose probably it's the base. You would have to probably pay extra to get, but who knows? I mean, because it's extra or premium, maybe maybe they'll have those available. So cool. All right, so those are the PlayStation Plus extra and premium games for August. So hope you, if you're a PlayStation player, I hope you enjoy those. And of course, in the comments, leave us some comments about which one you'll be playing if you're an extra or a premium subscriber. Which one are you looking forward to the most? So let us know in the comments. Yeah.
I was going to say, for me, probably out of all these games, because some of them I have played, probably be Metro. I have a few of the Metro games on my Steam library. I have never sat down and played any of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, probably Metro for me as well. So I'm looking forward to that. So either that or probably, well, I got Ghost Recon Wildlands on Game Pass now. So, probably it'll be Metro. So for sure. All right. So it's time for the topic of the show, Burley. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So Microsoft basically is fighting Sony now over claimed attempts to block games from coming to Game Pass. So obviously we had Microsoft is going through the process of working with the FTC to get the approval for the Activision Blizzard deal, obviously. And what's interesting about this is that in North America, when it comes to the documents that are provided, they are kept private. But in Brazil, they're not private. So they're made public. So, of course, their Administrative Council for Economic Defense basically makes these documents public. And that's why the gaming media has been able to go through them and find what Microsoft and Sony has been saying in the past couple of weeks. So anyway, I'm going to leave, of course, our topic of the show here. So Microsoft is fighting Sony, and I'm going to read an article, a part of this for you. This is from The Verge. So I'm going to read a little bit of this for you from Tom Warren. So he talks about basically why Microsoft might feel this way about Sony when it comes to their claiming that Sony is paying developers to keep the games off of Game Pass. And basically, they're talking about what could be one of the reasons for this or what might actually be what's happening. So we really don't know. We don't really have all of the information about, this claim, but what might be the truth here says Sony could simply be paying for exclusive rights for its own streaming services, or it may have clauses in some publishing contracts that prevent some games it publishes from being published on rival subscription services. So this came from Tom Warren over at The Verge. I mean, I think it might be the latter. So, preventing, the games from, it publishes from being published on the rival subscription services. And I think that's what Microsoft is really trying to get at here. But, I mean, if they're actually doing this, it's kind of a shady thing. But then again, Sony is not the company that can take on Microsoft head to head financially.
Right.
You know, Microsoft can run circles around Sony, you know. And so, I mean, when it comes to Microsoft talking about the fact that PlayStation should be putting their games on their new PlayStation Plus subscription service day one, PlayStation sees that as, well, that wouldn't be profitable for us. And obviously, if we were to do that, then that would limit the quality of the games, the first party games that we're putting out on the service. And obviously, PlayStation has to try to, in some ways, you know, financially try to compete with Microsoft. Because yes, Microsoft is saying that the Call of Duty games are not going to go to, you know, are not going to go exclusive. They're still going to go to PlayStation. You know, they're going to go to the other platforms and all, you know. But what's interesting there is, you know, it says the strategy of not distributing Activision Blizzard games on rival consoles would only be profitable if games could attract a high number of players over to the Xbox ecosystem, resulting in revenue to compensate for losses from not selling these titles on rival consoles. So this is also from Tom Warren over at The Verge. But that's the important point here. Yeah, they say this. Yeah, Microsoft says that we're not going to take Call of Duty away, you know. But not distributing Activision Blizzard games on rival consoles would only be profitable if the games could attract a high number of players over to the Xbox ecosystem. What do you think Microsoft created Game Pass for? To bring more people over to their ecosystem. Yeah. And they are succeeding in that. Yeah. So if they get a ton more people over to their ecosystem, don't you think that, okay, well, we're making a good profit now. We can keep it exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. Just like a lot of the Bethesda games, just like Starfield is going to be exclusive to Game Pass and exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. So, yeah, I mean, obviously Sony is going to be worried about things like that.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously they're going to, you know, try to get this deal with Activision Blizzard blocked. And they're hoping that the FTC will, you know, strike it down. But we all know that that's probably not going to happen. It's going to go through. But yeah, I mean, it's just Sony putting their PlayStation or the PlayStation Plus day one first party games onto their system, like Microsoft suggests that they do. I can see Sony thinking, well, we're going to lose a lot of money that way.
Yeah, so Sony's gonna be Sony won't do it unless they have to kind of do it. That's their mindset. They're a stubborn Japanese company. They're set in their way on that. As for Microsoft, you're totally right. That's why they have Game Pass. They're not going to do it for every Activision Blizzard game. You're not going to do it for Call of Duty, I think. As we stated, I've talked in the past, is saying Call of Duty makes a lot of money on PlayStation. Yeah, if you did it where you cut off PlayStation, they can no longer the games are no longer coming to PlayStation. You'll have some more people that will go to Xbox. But guess what? There will be people that will be like, yeah, I'm not going. So you'll lose some money for like some of the smaller titles and stuff that Activision Blizzard will do. I could see just Game Pass only, and that's fine. But like Call of Duty and stuff like that, they're big hits. Those ones I see you kind of doing multi-platform just so that way you can double dip, especially with what Microsoft paid. I know Microsoft's got the cash and got the money, but it was a $50 billion check they wrote. So they
more than that, it was a $70 billion check.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So they want the return on that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think time will tell. Time will tell. I mean, because yes, you have the contracts and everything that were made for these games that have been, that have been developed in the past few years into next year, and until the deal goes through. So we're talking at least maybe 2024, 2025 before we actually start to see, the outcomes of this, all of this. So, but yeah, I mean, is PlayStation, attempting to block games from coming to Game Pass? You betcha. I bet they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can go into, I mean, this is kind of an off topic, but remember the multi-platform situation when it came to like Apex and everything else. Sony was trying to keep, the cross-play situation from moving forward, like with Fortnite and stuff like that. They were probably, spending money to make sure, or making publishers, pay them a fee.
Well, they did it with Destiny.
Yeah,
there was a thing
exactly.
with Destiny. I can't remember for Destiny 2, but Destiny 1, it was PlayStation players could play by themselves, Xbox players play by themselves.
Yeah,
that was the whole thing. It's like they've done stuff like that.
Yeah.
PlayStation has done some shitty things like that. I don't like that. And like they have locked games like Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
They are not letting, they will fight tooth and nail before that will come on Xbox. And like, Deathloop, by now, technically we should be hearing something about it coming to Xbox.
Yeah. I'm thinking it'll probably be November or something like that. Yeah. Cause that's the year exclusivity deal. That's when it ends, I think. So October, late October, early November, I think. So.
Yeah, well, it should have ended by then.
Yeah.
I believe September Deathloop came out. That like we haven't heard anything on that.
Yeah.
So Sony is gonna fight on these because they want their exclusivities, and Microsoft has done it in the past too. Like Microsoft's been better about it, but they have done it in the past because I've also seen people like Microsoft's never done it. I was like, they've done shit in the past too. They've been better about it, more open. As of the last couple of years, but they've done it too.
Yeah, but I mean, I think what it all comes down to is when this goes through, you're going to see Call of Duty on Game Pass day one, and if you pay like a $9.99 per month subscription, and then you look at then if I want to own the game on PlayStation, I have to pay $70 for it. Obviously, you're probably going to go, if you're thinking of buying a console, you're probably going to go to the Xbox ecosystem because, it's more alluring, that monthly subscription model.
Well, not even a monthly subscription. Just if you're still going to have people for the next generation of hardware, they're going to be like, well, Microsoft owns Call of Duty because like I used to do the Call of Duty midnight launches. Me, my dad, and like our one neighbor, we used to go to. This used to be a thing, but now they're done. Future Shop here in Canada. For any of our Canadian listeners, you'll remember. So we've done a few of those and stuff like they would have, or Best Buy, they would have the midnight launches, and you go, and people were buying like the one that came out that had, I think it was for the PS4. Just before the PS4 and the Xbox One launched, consoles launched, and I remember one of my because I was in college at the time. The guy says, "You know what really helps with these new consoles? Whoever's got the better version of Call of Duty, when it launches." And it's like, yeah, you're not wrong, because Call of Duty is huge.
Yeah, we shall see. But anyway, I think it was kind of a bold move for Microsoft to just come out swinging. When it came to PlayStation's trying to do this to us, so
they kind of, no offense, they kind of have to.
Yeah.
If you want to, because they're trying to win over the will of the people, and all that kind of thing.
Well,
And
it's just interesting that the Brazilian documentation is public. And I'm wondering if they really knew that, because they haven't really commented, either Microsoft or Sony, on what they've said so far. But the Brazilian documentation is public, and so for the games media to get a hold of it and to throw it out there, it's like, whoa, there was a lot of people that were surprised that Microsoft came out swinging there. But yeah.
Oh yeah, well you knew they were going to come out swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's Microsoft going to do? You're given you're given the bullet to say what it is. You're given.
It's either that or they want to take the moral high ground and not say anything.
There is no moral high ground in this. Let's be honest.
It's all for the gamers, man.
You have a golden opportunity. You got to say stuff. Like, they both companies have thrown shade at each other and done stuff.
Well, yeah,
like when Microsoft,
ongoing,
it's never going to end on that. When Microsoft was doing when the Xbox One, the nanny state console, as people joke, where the always online, the Kinect always has to be connected and all that, you can't buy used games.
Yeah.
As soon as they came out with that stuff, Sony was trolling them how to use a used game on the PS4, taking one from one guy, giving him the game. Enjoy. Like, they've both done stuff at each other, and they're always going to.
They're always going to, and then of course Nintendo with Splatoon 3, they're like, we don't care. So, all right, so that's been our topic of the show. So if you have any comments about Microsoft's claims, or of what Sony's claiming about Microsoft, leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. So yeah. All right, so now, Burley, it's time to talk about our new game releases. Of course, for the week of August 15th through the 21st. So, of course, you can check out this week's games' new releases on releases.com, and the link is below for you all. So, Burley, you're first. What is your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is Slaycation Paradise. Are you tired of the same boring old vacations? Then, boy, have we got a tonic for you. Slaycation Paradise offers the ultimate multi-dimension apocalyptic tours. Slay away your worries with twin-stick action mixed with the tower defense, and as you visit the end of the world scenarios of your dreams, because we all dream about end of the world, coming to PS4, PS5, PC, Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Thursday, August 18th.
Now, I was really surprised, Burley, that you did not pick Pokemon Go, and you picked this instead.
Oh, Pokemon Go was just a content update. I was like, you gotta go with something that's actually coming out.
Oof. Yeah.
This like, I do like my twin stick games. I suck at them, but this was just, and the description was so fucking funny.
So for all of you video viewers, for all of you audio viewers, you can't see this, but for all of you video viewers, this is very like the twin stick kind of like the games from like Alien Nation, or like for example Dead Nation. This kind of reminds me of Dead Nation in a big way.
Oh yeah, it does remind me of Dead Nation.
Yeah. So available August 18th.
And I love one of the things to describe it under there, because we go from releases.com. They give you like action indie.
Yeah.
Affordable acquisition was one. I was like, oh, that's too funny. We gotta make a note of that.
Yeah. And once again, what platforms are they coming to, Burley?
PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and maybe your smart fridge next year.
Yeah, and you can play it on the Steam Deck, right? Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah, go check out that Steam Deck video we did, our last episode of Extra Take. It's a good one. So, yeah. So, all right. Okay, so I'm up next. So let me go ahead and get to my pick of the week. So I was talking about this earlier, because of the game that I was playing this past week. It was, of course, The Ascent. And our next game, obviously, and my pick of the week is The Ascent Cyber Heist. So completed The Ascent but are itching for more? Cyber Heist is for you. Solo or in co-op with your friends, take on new challenging missions, explore brand new environments, fight your way against new enemies, and experience new ways of fighting using melee weapons. The Ascent Cyber Heist is set after The Ascent's main story and is accessible for those who've completed the main campaign and want to take on a new contract. Oh, so let me go ahead and
I was going to say,
stop as I was reading that.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, exactly. It's not Hogwarts Legacy, everybody. I apologize for that, but anyway.
What, you mean that's not coming out next week?
No, it's not coming out next week, Burley, unfortunately. It's coming out on February 10th.
Oh, God help it if it came next week, because it'd be like, why are all the features I want not working?
So for all of you video viewers, I'm sorry for that. For all of you audio listeners, yeah, it's like what sometimes, because I'm controlling all of the video clips and everything as we're doing the podcast here. So sometimes as I'm reading the the information about the game, it's like sometimes it's a short clip, so it's hard for me to stop reading and have to turn it off. So I apologize for that anyway. So I apologize for all of you video viewers out there. But anyway, the Ascent Cyber Heist comes out on August 18th. For PC. So it'll be interesting to see if Game Pass also gets this, because The Ascent is also on Game Pass. So yeah.
I hope it does.
Yeah, I hope it does. It'll probably come later on, I suspect. So, but anyway, it comes on PC on August 18th. So, yeah, so those are our picks of the week. So, yeah, good stuff. Yeah. All right, so Burley, it's time to talk about our upcoming shows that we're going to be doing, of course, for our Patreon. Obviously, our content on Patreon is in early access, so you can check those out over on our Patreon. And of course, Burley has his sticker there that, of course, for Tier 2 and up members can get after being a member for 3 months, being a patron.
Yeah.
So, lots of great content there. You can get ad-free and in early access. So our next show that we're going to be doing is on Prey, the movie Prey that was on Disney Plus and on Hulu. So we're going to be giving our reactions and our review of Prey this coming week. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be going to our Sci-Fi Movie Reactions Terminal show. So please... stay tuned for that. And then, of course, next weekend, we're going to be starting our new series as well, the Arena Fantasy Series Discussion Portal, with our preview of House of the Dragon. Obviously, House of the Dragon starts on August 21st on Sunday. So the day before, right after we record episode 100 here of the Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, we will be doing our She-Hulk episode 1 review, and then after that we will be starting the Arena Fantasy Series Discussion Portal and giving our preview episode of House of the Dragon. So stay tuned for that. We're really excited to bring that to you and bring that to our patrons. And of course, after early access, it will go over to our YouTube channel, the Arena Productions as well. So stay tuned for all of that. Good stuff headed your way. So, Burley, it's time to talk about what games we're going to be playing this next week. So, I'm going to try to finish, finally, The Ascent. I want to try that Expeditions Rome game that's on PC. I know Carl has started playing it, and he's really enjoying it so far. So, I want to maybe try that out as well. And then maybe play a few rounds of Fall Guys, maybe. So
yeah.
Check that out. So, how about you, man? What are you going to be playing?
Fall Guys, as soon as we're done this show, I'm going to be doing some Fall Guys. Got to do it every day, get my dailies done, because it's my addiction. Please help me. Also be streaming this week. The plan is God of War and Digimon Survive.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Nice. All right. Okay. So I think that's going to do it for us for this episode. Episode 99, everyone. Episode 99. So next week, the big 100.
Woo!
We're looking forward to bringing that to you guys. So anyway, to end our show is our indie recording artist spotlight. So this week's spotlight is on Raz. Raz, originally from Japan, is an accomplished J-pop anime vocal producer and melody maker. With projects released worldwide and on Amazon Prime, she collaborates with emerging artists and specializes in producing catchy J-pop vocals. From her album titled Shibuya Lovers, and the song featuring Zeni and Kuma Bear is called Kirari Kirameku. So this has been The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, episode 99. I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleman Gaming, and our other co-host, Turn-Based Carl, will be back with us next week. We hope to catch you next week for episode 100. So take care, everyone. Peace out.
Nabi kau kami